Welcome back to Jeff Koinange Live. I tell you, Patrick Njiru, when he shows up on the bench, it's, you know, we can speak Japanese, we can speak any language, and it's all good. This man. And here's the deal. A lot of tweets coming in thick and fast. Mkristo Lekakeni. He says, wow, what a show, Jeff. I'm in my 20s and I'm learning heavily today from Patrick, a very humble man. I wonder how lucky his kids are to have such an inspiring father. Gongu Kiari says, Patrick never gets old, always smiling and full of wisdom. What is the secret, sir? And then one more, Sammy Karaoke says, live simple, dress simple, and eat what you know. And then he says, hats off, sir. Hats off. Man, you.
Jeff, I've got a watch that I was given in 1993 when I finished the Safari Rally with the Vivio. 1993. This is the same watch I wear, the Casio.
Same one?
Same.
26 years old?
Yes, this. Since the small car, the smallest car, 600cc to drive in the Safari.
Wow.
And the same watch, and it gives me the same time. You know, it gives me the same time,
yes.
But I never miss time.
No.
What is the purpose of buying a Rolex and you don't keep time? You know, this is what I want to tell our...
What is the point of having a Rolex?
And, you know...
You can't keep time.
You can't keep time. You know?
Yeah.
This is the biggest things we have with our Heshimiwas, not in any way, but I would like them to know.
Absolutely.
That, please, there's no fancy of having a gold watch or this or looking. The importance of time is to keep time.
That's it.
Because time is money.
Time is money.
Yeah, and that's all that we have to teach our young children.
Speaking of time, Patrick, there was a time you were racing with the greatest of greats. You just mentioned Shekhar Mehta.
Yes.
Joginder Singh. Vic Preston
Jr.
Is he still alive?
Vic Preston Jr. is still alive, yes. He's in Seychelles. Vic Preston Jr. is still alive.
Remember that petrol station? A lot of people didn't know that petrol station.
Yes,
they owned
the Shell petrol station. Yeah, the
Vic
one on
Preston
on University Way.
On University Way.
On University Way.
And Koinange Street, right?
Yes,
yeah.
on Koinange Street. That's where it is. And Mike Doughty.
Mike Doughty.
One of the greatest guys to have won the Safari 4 times with Shekhar Mehta. He's still alive, Mike.
4 times they won it.
Mike is still alive, and he goes to the shop at Valley Arcade. You know our Java?
Yes.
Where we have got to have coffee. That shopping. Mike, you find him with his Subaru coming to do the shopping up there. And amazing. It's unfortunate we don't have Shekhar.
Yes,
we don't have Joginder, all of these beyond Waldegaard.
Beyond Waldegaard.
All of these great guys who was really for the Safari. They loved the Safari.
But we still have Patrick Njiru.
Yeah. Okay. Touch wood, God has...
And another guy who just passed recently, Jonathan Toroi Teach.
JT. I can see him there, yeah. JT.
Monica, do you have those pictures?
JT, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. JT with his Celica.
Is that what it was?
Oh, yes, with his Toyota Celica.
How was it? How was that car?
JT and a very good car. He got a very good wax drive from Toyota. And, you know, he was... with Ibrahim, when they started,
yes.
As you can see, that is KICC, you know,
yes.
they were getting out of the car
to greet the officials.
Yeah, to get the officials.
Was he a good driver?
He was very, very good.
Yeah.
A very, very good, with very young family. And
yes.
I mean, that particular time, and with Ibrahim, also very young, and Ibrahim. Imagine the relationship became so good, that Ibrahim married his sister. Doris.
That's right, that's right.
It was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good. And
this is 1997.
Yes, that is 1997. When one of the wettest safaris. That's Hanu going in through. That's a Hanu.
Yeah.
These guys.
What stretch is this? Where are we?
This must be, if I'm not wrong, this is the Kiryu. Going up through the Cherenganis, yes. That's Sandro Munari in the Lancia Stratus. That's the Lancia. They are the only ones who came with the cars.
Yes.
They started putting the spare wheel on top of the cars. You know, and that's a Peugeot 504.
Who was that?
That's a Peugeot 504. That must be either Stig Blomqvist, if I'm not wrong. But then you'll see, if I'm not very wrong, you'll see Shekhar Mehta in the Datsun, because then he was the king. There he is.
Is that him?
There comes he. That's Shekhar Mehta. Shekhar Mehta with the Datsun.
What's it? Datsun what?
Datsun 160J. Datsun 160J. This was one of the greatest cars that everybody wanted to be in a Datsun. Because this was the winning. Yeah. He won the Safari 4 times with Mike Doughty. Yes,
the tire.
yes, that's Kerio. That's Kerio Valley. That's all the Flospa. You're going up the Flospa. Yes, that's all the Flospa.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, that's a Peugeot. Yes, that's a Peugeot. That's a Peugeot. That's Eldoret. That's in Eldoret town now, coming in. Lancia Stratos. Yes.
Stratos.
Amazing, those Italian cars.
The memories, Patrick, that this must give you must be priceless.
You know, sometimes, Jeff, I sit down. I'm telling you, like a dream.
Yeah.
I sit down. I see myself starting from KICC, Parliament Road, go back onto Uhuru Highway, past Kayen General, the things that we used to know Kayen General then.
Yes.
Then you go to Firestone, the next place. Then you leave the airport road. And then you go up to the river where there was no weighing bridge. That particular time, it was a straight stretch. You go to where they used to have a toll station. Then you turn right to go to Kajiado. And when you get to Kajiado, then you start going around. You visualize the whole of, you know.
Yes.
Remember the town I wanted, Oloitoktok. You know, you start from Kajiado, you go to Nkama. From Nkama, you go to Oloitoktok. From Oloitoktok, you go to Taveta. From Taveta, you go to Mwatate. Imagine you have started at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, the first car is entering the Taita Hills at 5:30 in the evening. And to get out on the other side of D, right across, because you do 85 kilometers right across the Taitas, and it is raining, it is wet, and it's slippery. And in the Taita, the soil is completely different. Luckily, I married from the Taitas, and I knew the Katakata route. If you know, you go down there.
But a lot of people be time barred, or they just
they
couldn't make it.
Yeah, those days you used to be given a stretch. If you're given a stretch of 90 kilometers, you are told you do it in 50 minutes.
Right.
So if you are late in that, you are given only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they will slow it down to 1 hour, where they're telling you they assume you'll be going 90 kp. But you can imagine on those slopes going down there.
Yeah.
It's not easy. So you'd get to the TC and you told your time bad.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You didn't make it to your time.
And you go home.
Oh, the control at KICC was so strong.
Really?
Is Control 1 HQ, do you read? Roger. Car 1, 1010. It has arrived here. You told car 1 has to leave at 10:12. And when it gets to Nkama now, if it was 90, for example, Nkama was 145 kilometers. And you want to average a speed of 142 kilometers. That is the fastest, the car that has gone. Average speed. Right. So top speed would be 200, 210. And you know, you go through those river banks, and the rivers are swollen, you know, and it is wet. And the animals and everything. So you plan in such a way that you have to make it to Nkama. Before you turn to Nkama, then you need a service. Then you go to Loitoktok. Then from Loitoktok, you go to Taveta. So it was very strategic, and, you know, planning, understanding, and, you know, bringing it up, everything. Then you see the real logic of how you manage a business.
I was in Loitoktok not too long ago. You know, you go past Imali.
Yes, right? Yes.
And you go right down.
You turn right down.
It was, one of our directors' fathers passed away, so we went there for the funeral.
At Kimana, must be Kimana, around Kimana area.
Probably.
Yes.
But Kilimanjaro was right there.
Yes,
Kilimanjaro.
Right there. Yes,
I mean, they wake up to Kilimanjaro every morning. Sima Lloyd or John, you know? It's her place right there. Beautiful place, man. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I can imagine
animals.
during the rally.
Nice animals. If you go through the Chulus, you know, you see all the 5 wildcat. You see the leopard, you see the lion, you see the cheetah, and you see the hippo, and also you get to see the
elephants.
The elephants. Through the Chulus to come down to the other side. It was amazing scenery, and it's something that if it comes back to Kenya,
and there's a good chance it will, right?
Good chance, because as you say, as I've told you, the government now is doing a lot, and that is why you see now everybody is going to the government. You want money, you want to do this, you want to get this. That should stop. Because we should know what do we have to do. Because, Jeff, at the end of the day, who is the government? It's you and I.
That's it.
We have only put a few people to do the work for us. And, you know, it's not that the government is something that lives in a euphoria. It is an institution you have put in there constitutionally. And our people and the lawmakers have made it go the way it is supposed to be going. And that is why I tell you, you know, we are unique in a way. Imagine You are going to parliament, you make the laws, and then the same guy moves from parliament, goes to court, to challenge the same laws he has made in parliament.
Makes no sense.
Because he's no, you can never do that in civilized.
Never.
In civilized societies. Never, 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 never. And when you try to do this, they tell you, no, we are reading this. Because why? You know why? Almost 70% of the MPs are lawyers.
Oh,
in our parliament.
Yeah.
They are lawyers. Yeah. But we have to say, and we have to bring this discussion in the right way, where we create the proper role models. We need our professors in the university. We need our doctors.
Our athletes, Patrick.
Look
at Eliud Kipchoge the other day. Look at Eliud. Superhuman. Superhuman.
You heard what the BBC did, the bash for him. They brought him ugali.
No.
His special ugali. They made some special ugali at the BBC.
No.
That was the surprise that we gave for him. Tena ya Wimbi.
Watch out.
Yeah. At their headquarters, to come and celebrate him and bring him, into all of these.
They called him Wimbi.
Yeah, but
and Bridget Koske. Vivian Cheriot. Mary Kaitani.
Here we are spoiled. Okay? We are spoiled. We have more gold medals in Kenya than the whole of Africa combined.
Look at that.
No, just imagine. The whole of Africa combined. The whole of Africa. 54 countries. We one country. We have more gold medals than the rest of the 53 countries.
Good Lord.
All of them. And then we don't realize, we don't appreciate it.
They walk down the streets, you don't know who they are.
Go there, you
ignore them.
You will not remember, our boy, the one, the 3,000 steeplechase.
Yes. Yes.
Our guy from Eldoret.
Correct.
He brought it in there.
With the dance.
Yeah, with the dance, and nobody could not be able to do this.
I know. Unbelievable.
With Usain Bolt, they were big. When they land in Monaco for the prize giving.
Yes.
The whole cameras, the whole world shoots to Kenya and Jamaica. That's where it was shooting. The whole world media is Kenya and Jamaica.
That's it.
But they land at JKLive.
Unachukua bag zako unaenda zako.
Taxi kwanza, before there was no Uber, you jump into your taxi, you go and you
unaenda zako.
Yeah, and then they wait for you to make a mistake. When you go mistake, they start bashing you.
Yeah.
Instead of saying no. Let's cover our own people.
Yeah.
Remember our 200 meters in America, Mario Jones.
Yes.
Well, she was caught. The media did.
They killed it.
They killed it. It went down. And she went to jail. Even the day she got out, nobody came to know. Nobody came to know. But they went quietly, and it went out in the whole of the... Because they appreciate... They don't want to be put on the same level with the Russians.
Exactly. Who dope all the time anyway. They're known to dope.
But
look at Asbel Kiprop.
Exactly. Now, even before, instead of going to give some support, everybody just lives it on your own.
They're crucifying him. And that's why he gets into depression.
Yeah. True.
Shame.
No. It's all of us. As I was telling you, let's get back to ourselves. Let's get to our lives. Let's get ourselves back to the family. Once we bring in the family, we know our mothers. We bring it from there. We respect our teachers. We go back and respect our role models.
Yeah.
We give them I tell you, I mean, to be very frank with you, when Njiru won the Olympic gold medal, because I met him at that particular time, Jeff, coming from Nyaururu, humble place, and all of a sudden, now you have $1 million in your pocket. He broke the Olympic record, and then and then everybody now started misdirecting him, and the next thing you don't even know what happened.
Exactly.
And then we start bashing. We start bashing. We start doing this instead of really praising and putting it up to all the way to try and become our people. I mean, respect our heroes.
Absolutely. Patrick, we're going to take another break. Come back, read tweets. In the meantime, David Kibaki. He says, give him my regards. We were pals in the old days.
Dave was a very good motorbike rider.
He was
he's a Saint guy, Dave is a Saint Mary guy.
Yes.
And Saint, was the
good
Jeff, the president,
I did have a bike.
Or of you guys down there,
Nice guy, David, though. Nice guy.
Saint, Dave, super guy. And not even that, a very good professional rider.
Yes.
Very, very, very nice. Very nice rider. And this is the thing. We get from there, then we move into the next But you see, you cannot even remember. I mean, I'm so happy that Dave has done that, because you can see how important your show is. You know, Leonard Mambo aliniambia wewe naona nimeona hapa unakwenda kule kwa
That's why he agreed to come. Richard Kagoe says, JK, tell Patrick he has planted a tree under whose shadow he will never sit under. He has earned his place in history. Richard Kagoe.
I know, Richard.
They're loving you, man. Manu Chandaria.
Ooh,
Monica, not music yet. Manu Chandaria has spoken.
Doctor.
He says, nice to see you again tonight, Patrick. You are still as jovial as you used to be. And I wish you well. Maybe you must have even forgotten who I am.
No way, no chance. Doctor, please, I tell you, I salute you. The other day when you could not make it to the show because I was dying to see you. I remember everything. And, you know, Doctor, you are so down to earth. He invited me to his house. I had the pleasure of going to take the tea in his house, you know, with his daughter and his
lovely wife.
You know, it's such a... And Doctor used to sponsor the rallies when there were no sponsors, girl shit.
Yes.
You know, he started a whole amazing thing. And, you know, we had a circuit just round the factory.
Right.
And no one has ever beaten my time. I'm not proud.
To this day.
To this day. You know, the stage that he had set, you know, in there. And Doctor used to come with his wife to flag the rally.
Oh, Manu Chandaria, you're a legend. He just turned 90.
He's one of the greatest, I tell you. Yes. Doctor, I beg, I'll come home. I'll come home for a cup of tea. With
we're going to take another break, Patrick. Come back, read the tweets. Keep tweeting at Koinangajet. This is a great show, man. It's a great show. It's uplifting. It's what we need at a time like this, all right?
I know, yes. Thank you.
And the tweets are coming in so thick,
you know,
so fast.
When you get a program like this, I mean, nothing else to compare, you know.
We're going to read your tweets when we come back. We've got the greatest of all time when it comes to rally. What was your best position in the rally?
Ooh.
Best.
We came top 3 in the Safari, in the World Championship, Jeff. Top 3. But don't forget, we won Group N.
Yes.
For 6 years in the Safari Rally. The Group N title. In 1990, becoming the first guy to win a Group N title in the World Championship.
The greatest of all time,
you know,
like I said.
I mean, it's God. As I tell you, when you finish even the rally with the smallest, and those days was 5,000 kilometers.
Good.
In the with Rick Matthews.
Rick Matthews.
Rick Matthews. Oh. With Rick Matthews. In that video, you can see the picture down there. That video.
At Konanga Jeff.
Yeah.
At Citizen TV Kenya, the hashtag is JKLive. JKLive takes one more break, right, Monica? One more? You promise? Okay, we'll be back in a moment.